So the more you exercise and the whole foods that you eat and the high fiber foods and the probiotics and all the things that you do to give your good bacteria the armor that they need, the less sick you're going to be, the more apt you are to fighting off disease. The microbiome can actually determine what are the foods that cause inflammation in your body versus somebody else. So you are your own walking fingerprint. Your microbiome is your snowflake. It's your fingerprint. And it's what makes you different from every other person out there because it's very unique. Your mother gave you bacteria when you came out the vagina and you went through her, right? And when you were breastfed by her, you brought on all of her microbiome. They still don't know if there is a microbiome in utero, okay? So up until now, science says you are without any form of microbiome until you actually come out of your mother, and it is her microbiome that flourishes you, and it goes in the eye ducts and in the ears and in the mouth, and boom, you've got your own microbiota. And then from there, everything that you touch, everything that you eat, everything that you taste. When we were kids and we put up our tongue up against the mirror, the glass window at the store, and mom's like, stop that. We would ingest just trillions of different types of bacteria over the years. Every man you've ever kissed, right? Like when you're exchanging your fluids, you're exchanging the bacteria, and it's going to impact your microbiome. So over the last 100 years, the industrialization of food has dramatically impacted the microbiome. And the processed food and the chemicals, the preservatives and the sugars and the vegetable oils and the coloring and all the whatever they've decided to put in the food has dramatically impacted. It either kills off our some healthy bacteria, or it brings in negative bad pathogens that further feeds it. And now we've got this little war between, bad bacteria and good bacteria. And it's the constant fight between, I call it the dance, because the dance is kind of what's going on with all of these bacteria within your body, and it's an ecosystem. So it's like watching Avatar, right? With all with all the characters in the forest, and there's stuff going on. The good people are going to win sometimes, and the bad people are going to win sometimes. So the more you exercise and the whole foods that you eat and the high fiber foods and the probiotics and all the things that you do to give your good bacteria the armor that they need, the less sick you're going to be, the more apt you are to fighting off disease, the more positive you're going to be. You're not going to fight with depression. And you're going to learn tonight that there is the enteric nervous system. And it's the only organ in your body other than your brain that has its own nervous system. It has its own way of communicating within itself. And so I call it the elevator. And there's this direct line, it's called the vagus nerve, and it goes right from your intestines, it goes all the way up throughout your body, and it's the elevator, it's the messaging, and it goes on all day long.